stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not the one that put it there.
Number 23 on the line, Johnson. Checking in, number 22, Cox received Barrett, number 11, back into the game for the Lakers. Adams.
Down there.
Is this the baby? Test. Good evening, everyone, from the Davis Center on the campus of State Fair Community College. It is Lady Roadrunner basketball. We catch you late, and it's my fault. So if you're going to throw darts, I'll give you my phone number here in just a little bit. 4:15 to go in the first half of play. State Fair taking on the Lady Rough Riders of Crowder Community College out of Nevada, Missouri. State Fair on top, 31-10, and now the voice of the Lady Roadrunners, David Rohrbeck.
We have an offensive foul on the Lady Roadrunners. The ball will go back to Crowder. That foul will be on Rojas Narvaez, her second. Megan Campisi will check in the contest for Rojas Narvaez. And we'll have Crowder basketball coming this way with Lehman at the point. She's watched by Kamora McClure defensively against the man-to-man. Lehman goes high post. Looks around for Affelter at the free throw line. Affelter attacks. Tries to go up, but she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. One of the leading scorers for Crowder is finding success lately.
Yeah, that's true. This Lady Crowder Rough Rider Ball Club has had some tough times on a 5-game losing streak. And by the way, we have another voice in our telecast or webcast here. It's Doug Sokolowski. He's been a PA announcer. Also, he's been a play-by-play guy for State Fair down through the years. And Doug, glad to have you there. And
good to be here tonight. And State Fair came out on a really good fast run, so I brought him good luck today.
There you go.
You'll have to keep coming. As we have the Lady Roadrunner basketball going the other way. Class deep on the elbow for the three. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Crowder. That is Turner. We'll head the other way with it. To Lehman. They look in the post. The entry is there, but the ball's out of bounds. It'll stay in Crowder possession with the 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock and 3:26 on the game clock. The Lady Roadrunners lead this thing 31-12 in the second quarter. The ball will be inbounded to Leach. The pass goes out to White deep at the point. They swing it around for Ortiz. Back to White. She attacks to Affelter. 3-point shot up and good. That is Ortiz from the top of the key to make the score 31-15, Lady Roadrunners. We'll see Campisi with it on the far wing to Class. In the corner to Sullivan. Sullivan surveys. They swing it back to Class. Back to McClure. McClure attacks. And there'll be a foul called, and McClure will head to the free throw. It'll be inbounded for the Lady Roadrunners.
Doug, you've seen this Lady Roadrunner team. What's your thoughts as they bring their 16-3 record tonight?
They have been really impressive in all the games that I've been able to see, and I'll be honest with you, I wish I could be on the road with them. I mean, they are just on fire wherever they're going, and had a very nice victory where I think they were down in the last 2 minutes of the game here recently and came back, and it was a big win.
The Crowder basketball as they feed it in the post to Leach. Leach tries the flipped up layup up, no good. Rebound to Jada Ship. Ship will race it down we'll give it to McClure, race it down the floor to Class on the near wing to Campisi. She'll hand it back to Johnson Nash as they continue to swing it around. McClure attacks. She'll swing it back out. Class with the shot clock to 6. Class will go off a high screen. She'll attack with it, kick it in the corner to McClure. That shot is up and good for 3. That splashed home. Good clock management there for the Lady Roadrunners.
Yeah, it was just spectacular to see. They've had a lot of open shots like that, Al, here throughout the game. I was just going to comment they've had 3 or 4 jump shots wide open, just putting it in just like they just did here just a little bit ago with McClure.
That's rebounded for the Lady Roadrunners. They race up the floor and turn it over. Back to Crowder. Alpha-Toller's on there by herself for an easy layup. Live ball turnover. That's something you can't do if you're Lady Roadrunners.
State Fair averages 19 turnovers per ball game, and you're right, David. They can ill afford that, especially those unforced errors.
Class will survey from the top of the key to Campese. A nice pass for Ship. The short jump shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Crowder and erased the other way with Lehman at the point. To Alpha Toller. In the corner, they go back to White. Top of the key on the post to Leach. Leach steps through, steps back. Shots up, no good, but she's fouled and will head to the free throw line for a pair. Ship will pick up that foul. Her first personal foul. 15th foul on the Lady Roadrunners.
One of the things I've noticed for Crowder is they've actually been having really good ball control, lots of passing, trying to get into the inside, and then, of course, go to the outside for the shots whenever they get that open. But they've been to the free throw line quite a bit here in this game.
Yeah, both teams have done some work at the free throw line. The first one's up and no good for Leach. She splits the pair. The second one will go up and through. The Lady Roadrunners will bring it down the floor here. They're in an attack, and we have a blocking foul called on Leach as Kamora McClure attacked there, and she'll earn her team another opportunity as Adam Zusk will jack back in the game for the Lady Rough Riders. Campese will inbound it on the near sideline. The inbounds pass was too tall for Johnson Nash, but they'll call the foul in the process to send a LT to the free throw line for a pair. The first free throw is up and good for Johnson Nash. She's a 54% free throw shooter on the year. She'll have one more. The second one is up and good. The Lady Roadrunners lead this thing 36-18 with 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter. As they show a little token pressure, Crowder will break that and set up their offense. Adams at the top of the key with Crowder to Adam Zuska at the high post. She'll hand off to Lehman. In the corner to Adams. The shot is up, no good. There's a foul called in the process of battling for the rebound. We'll see who they pick that up on. It'll be Johnson Nash, her second. They'll send Crowder to the free throw line for two more. Abby Heathman's first one is up and good. She'll have one more. As Crowder will pull everybody back off the free throw line. And the Lady Roadrunners will have to work quickly with 7 seconds remaining. They'll race it up the sideline with Campese. Campese will get the Ship. Ship turns, spins. Nice post-up look and basket there for Jada. And the second quarter will expire with the Lady Roadrunners up 38-20 as they head into halftime.
Well, you guys have seen the first half. I haven't very much. Your thoughts, Doug, on the first half so far?
Just that State Fair came out with a mission, going out and run, and I think it was a 10-0 before Crowder was able to get on the scoreboard, so they were able to keep that going. And sometimes you wonder how teams do when they come up with a big lead like that, because sometimes you're like, oh, well, this is going to be an easy victory. There's no such thing as easy victory, especially here in Region 16 basketball. And, you just got to keep that pressure going, and so far they've been able to do that. It is 38-20, though, right now.
State Fair averages 73 points per game offensively, so just about on target there, and give up only 54, so doing little bit better there defensively, David.
I'm sure there was an emphasis placed on playing well in a bounce back opportunity here, coming back off the loss to Moberly on the road at midweek. I'm sure Coach Collier's got to like what she sees heading to halftime, but she's going to emphasize to them that there's still 20 minutes left in this basketball game. You have to come out with the same intensity and effort in the second half as you did the first 2 quarters.
State Fair in the region's 3-2, and so a tough loss at Moberly. Did you talk to the coach about that ball game?
I didn't get a chance to, but based on the stats I saw and what I saw from watching the game, the Lady Roadrunners just turned it over a lot, and they still took the game to overtime and had a chance to win it, even with almost 30 turnovers. So they had opportunities there. They just couldn't finish on the road, and credit Moberly for defending their home floor.
Hostile crowd in Moberly, I'm sure.
No, absolutely. But I think it's games like that, though, you learn from, too. I mean, State Fair, let's face it, they've had a great season so far. And sometimes you got to, learn some things, and maybe things just didn't quite go the way on the road, but getting back right on it here today, so that's all you can really do.
And you're coming back off that win, that big win against Three Rivers before that, so sometimes you got to learn how to handle success as well as handle setbacks throughout a basketball season. So hopefully the Lady Roaders can keep this going in the second half and come out and have the same intensity and pressure in the second half as they did the first half.
Let me ask you, Doug. You've been on each side of the microphone. You've been in radio for years, and a lot of play-by-play and a lot of play-by-play here at the college. Also down as a public address announcer. What's that like down there?
Well, I got to say, Bo Matthews is doing a good job here today. So, it's kind of nice to actually come and hear him do it. I don't oftentimes with my sons and daughters' schedules going on, which is the reason why I miss out on a lot of games here. But it's there's a lot of things that people don't really maybe notice because, people come for the basketball game and what actually is going on there. They put you down for a computer, and sometimes you'll hear me when I'm there, I'll play like the wrong song at the wrong time, something else will trigger, whatever the case may be. And
National anthem won't run.
Yeah, that happens. So, there's a lot of things that go there. But Dawn, who's in charge of the Spirit Squad, she does a great job of talking with the PA announcer and making things as entertaining as possible for the crowd. And sometimes one thing I will say is you can play the wrong song for when the cheerleaders are going, okay, when the Spirit Squad's going, and they will just pick it up as if you didn't make the mistake.
Wow.
So,
that's nice.
So I think that is what's absolutely awesome. But, it's entertaining for me. And actually, I've always thought here the last couple of years, I think that when I was watching a lot of sports broadcasts, I was like, Al, you and I work together. Dave and I don't think we ever actually worked together except for in terms of you being here at State Fair Community College and supplying all the information. I can't remember having you on the broadcast with me in the past, but I was just like, one of these days I'm going to go up there. I'm going to be like one of those old guys. It's like, so I'm the old guy,
No, you're not the old guy. I guarantee you're not the old guy.
But no, it is a lot of fun to come up here and do this, and one of the things I most enjoy about being down there at the PA side of thing is hearing the coaches. They are really, Coach Collier, she is really fired up, I think, about this squad. In every play to her, she's saying things that are going good. She'll tell you when things are going bad, too, down there. So it's just, it's night and day, but it's a lot of entertainment when you're down there and just hear a different thing. And perhaps the only thing that you don't get up here is the refs. Down there, they talk, they keep things in motion. Sometimes they tell you things that, oh, no, there's supposed to be 10 minutes and 15 seconds left on that clock, whatever the case may be. But it's definitely very entertaining to be down there. You should come down there sometime. Push some buttons with me, okay?
Oh, well. Okay, David, you're on your own, buddy.
Anybody want to be on headset up here? Evidently I'm going to need some assistance at some point. So I'm taking applications for when Al decides to go into game operations with Doug.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
The one thing that's very exciting though for me though is just seeing how both the men and the women are doing. You know, they're bringing out good crowds out here, and this is only one game here. It's a pretty good crowd here tonight. And then you've got all kinds of other sporting. I was talking to David. I was like, "What are you covering this week?" And you've got how many sports this week? You went through like 20 of them in like 5 minutes with me. So,
Well, the men are on the road at West Plains for a 7 o'clock tip. You've got 2 track and field teams in Illinois, and that's just the last 48 hours for me basically. So it's fun. It'll get really wild when baseball and softball get going here in 2 or 3 weeks. That's when the chaos really ensues.
Baseball has a southern tour. They start next month, don't they?
Yeah, they'll. I think it's like it's Friday, February 8th, I believe, in Alabama. So they'll go down there in hopes of getting some more friendly weather because it could be a little cool up here in February, or it may not. You just never know when you schedule these things. And it's hard to gauge. You don't want to play 6 games at home because you might get a bunch of them snowed out, or it might be perfect. So everybody always goes south to get a little more clarity on the weather, and you know what you're going to get to some extent, at least.
that's one thing I kind of wondered as well if it would play an effect on either of the state fair teams, and that is you had that very nice winter break, the holiday break, and then we came back, and then suddenly somebody decided to turn the freeze on. Mother Nature was just like, you know, we had icy conditions, snowy conditions, cold conditions. We had everything that was winter in a 2-week period of time. And you have to wonder if that would play a factor because these kids are trying to get back into their student side of things, their athlete side of things, and I bet they were here in the gym more often. It's probably my guess. What do you think, Alan?
I know one thing in years past, sometimes after the Christmas break, you come back and the team is minus 2 or 3 people. You know, and that happens too. And so then from a coaching standpoint, you have to kind of reset and reload and look at your lineup and the people that's still here. But that hasn't been a problem this year, has it, David?
Not so much. That's always nice to be able to know what you're going to have from semester to semester. Like you said, that's always a possibility.
I even kind of wonder, though, you know, as a whole, when you look at their roster, it's, you know, every place they're going, you got different people from all across the area. They're not from right just down the road. So it's different to see how they get things together. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're at the break. It's 38-20. State Fair Lady Roadrunners on top by 18. And tonight it's a Region 16 matchup against the Crowder Lady Rough Riders. State Fair comes in with a record of 16-3, 3-2 in region play. And the Lady Rough Riders at 6-13, 0-4 in region play. And State Fair off to a good start here in the first half. We'll take a break and we'll be right back in just a moment.
Want to haggle over price, only to delay the sale while they try to get financing from their bank. There's a better way. Bring your car into WK. We buy used cars directly from people just like you all the time. And we have cash on hand to purchase your car at fair market value immediately. So sell your car today at WK Ford, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Boonville, WK Chevy in Sedalia, and at WKFamily.com.
A slip on the ice, a fall that has left you hurting. There are a lot of reasons that you may need physical therapy. Hi, I'm Mike Trammell, Clinic Director at Bothwell Peak Sport and Spine. We strive to enhance each patient's health, fitness, and quality of life while specializing in individual treatment. If you've been putting off physical therapy, ask to be referred to Bothwell Peak Sport and Spine. With over 40 locations in Missouri, we are everywhere you need us to be. Visit peaksportspine.com to find a clinic near you.
If you're a high school junior or senior, an adult looking to take a few classes, or just someone interested in learning more about State Fair, you're invited to schedule a campus tour. The tours are for individuals, families, and groups of up to 10 students. You'll learn more about State Fair's programs and services, see the Sedalia campus and the Residence Hall. These 90-minute tours are available Monday through Friday. For more information or to schedule your tour, go to sfccmo.edu and click the Visit SFCC link in the admissions menu. Or you can call the Student Services Office at 660-530-5833 to schedule a tour by phone. We'll see you on campus soon at State Fair Community College.
Live life to the fullest. Get back to your best, your peak. Do it with Bothwell Peak Sport and Spine. Hi, I'm Mike Trammell, Clinic Director in Sedalia and longtime resident. Our number one priority is the health and well-being of our patients and the communities we serve. We live in these communities. Our patients are our neighbors. We're as local as you get. Injury prevention, post-surgical recovery, work rehabilitation, laser pain therapy, we do it all with uncomparable technology and the best therapists in the state. We make you better faster. With over 40 locations in Missouri, we are everywhere you need us to be.
When you buy a used car, how do you know that it hasn't been in an accident? Experienced water damage or worse have major engine problems. This is Kyle Wymuth with WK. Here, all pre-owned vehicles less than 10 years old and under 100,000 miles come standard with peace of mind, wrapped up inside a 6-month, 6,000-mile powertrain warranty. And because we sell more vehicles than anyone in West Central Missouri, we get more quality trades, so we don't have to shop the used car auctions. For used car peace of mind, visit WK in Sedalia, Boonville, and at WKFamily.com.
Catch the Roadrunners online at sfccmo.roadrunners.com.
Well, welcome back to the Davis Center, where we're about 2 minutes away from the end of halftime. For those just joining us, State Fair Community College leads 38-20 over Crowder and the Rough Riders, if you will. So I always think that's one of the more unique names that is used in college sports.
You don't see many of those laying around.
No, but anyways, State Fair off to a really good, strong start here, and now the key is going to be to come out here strong and make sure whatever Coach Collier said at the inspiring halftime speech to just keep that going. What do you think, Al?
I think so. And by the way, Coach Collier is a very impressive coach.
Yeah.
She's a very good coach, and State Fair is lucky to have her, and also Grant Hopkins, the assistant coach that's been here for a couple of years. So when you get that continuity in your coaching staff, and then your recruiting begins to really sock in, and then that's when your teams really develop, David.
And you see a lot of different places where the assistants change every year, and you said it's hard to develop any continuity because if you're always looking for an assistant, that process takes a while, and that takes away from recruiting other things that should be going on. So we're fortunate to have both coaches, and hopefully we can be able to keep them around for a while and continue to build this program.
I always say this, when you get winning programs, and not just talking about the basketball team, but all the different sports and activities that we have. I don't even know how Darren Panier keeps track of all these things. Really, I don't. Well, now when you and I first started it, there was just the basketball team. And I think we had a golf team, and that's about all the thing I can remember. Volleyball as well, but it just really just grew from there. And to see things like it was officially announced, I guess, out in the press this week, there's going to be some new dorms that are going to be built here for State Fair Community College as well. And that's going to be much needed. And the fact that they're going to build a 250 room, I think that's what I heard. I hope I know we're on the official SFCC page, but I think that's what I read. And I was just like, that is impressive to see.
Roadrunner Express.
But here we go, Al, for the second half.
Crowder to inbound it. They will possess it to begin things here. Heathman will inbound it for the Lady Rough Riders. She'll find Offataller, and here we go. Adam Zuska with the handoff to Offataller. That ball's knocked out of bounds off the Lady Rough Riders. It'll be State Fair basketball to begin their first possession. KG Green will have it at point guard position for the Lady Roadrunners. Zilla Thomas, they'll swing it around. Good look in there to Jada Ship. The spinning jump shot is off. Rebounded by the Lady Rough Riders. They bring it the other way here against them man-to-man. Medeiros. Offataller at the beak of the logo. Offataller to attack to Adam Zuska. Adam Zuska, nice Euro spin step. The rebound's pulled away by Jada Ship as she'll bring it the other way to Madison Johnson. Myra Class has it on the baseline. It's tapped away but lost out of bounds by the Lady Rough Riders. The Lady Roadrunners will retain possession with 21 on the shot clock. 9:08 remaining on the third quarter game clock. As Thomas Johnson Nash will inbound it here right underneath us to Jada Ship. Ship will kick it to Green to set the offense. Class has the open three. Class, the open three was a little strong. Rebounded by Crowder to Ortiz. On the post to Adam Zuska. Adam Zuska will spin against Johnson Nash. That's up, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Roadrunners. We head the other way with it. Green is point guard position. Nice stop and go move, and the layup is up and good. That's a nice athleticism on display. As the Lady Rough Riders bring it the other way to set up their offense. Adam Zuska in the corner. She surveys. Pass back out the top of the key to call the offensive set. Back to Adam Zuska on the low post. The shot is up, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Roadrunners. Myra Class has it. She'll bring it up the far sideline. Green will keep a foot in bounds. Swinging around. Class open three. That's up and spins home.
That's what we've been waiting for Myra to do with some consistency. She was big and late in that Three Rivers ball game. Hit a big three late to seal that one. Good to see her shoot from the outside with success.
Crowder will set it up here to Adam Zuska. The three-point shot is on the way up, no good. Rebounded by Jada Ship. She'll bring it out to LT Johnson Nash. Back to Madison Johnson to reset things. To Myra Class. Spin move in the lane. She lost control of the dribble, and it'll be tied up. A jump ball between Class and Offataller.
I like the fact that they're just continuing to go right down inside the lane, though. Just keep pushing it there. It's
Myra to trigger the inbounds pass to Johnson Nash. She thought about the three in the corner, but she'll get it back to Myra. The post entry pass was taken away by Medeiros. They'll race it the other way to Offataller. The layup is up, no good. Offensive rebound, Offataller. Up, no good. But she'll draw the foul and go to the free throw line for a pair.
Clara Offataller is the leading scorer on the floor for the Lady Rough Riders. Averages 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 rebounds at 5'9". As she plays all over the floor. She's a great-looking athlete for the Crowder Ball Club.
She'll head to the free throw line for a pair. Offataller's first is up and good. She'll have one more.
Yeah, looking even at her stats of more than half her points coming from her alone here in this game. Quite impressive.
As our officials are meeting about something. We'll see what they came up with.
Doug, if you were down at the table, you'd probably know by now, wouldn't you?
No, I probably would have at least heard something. Could have been a contact that got out of place. Could be anything.
The second free throw is up and good. Green will bring it down for the Lady Roadrunners to Class. To Johnson. Johnson, nice pass to Ship. And the shot is up and good. That's good ball movement there from the Lady Roadrunners. Mendieros will bring it into the front court. Crowder will attack the baseline with Heath, and the shot is up and good. And you've got to take away the baseline there, Al.
Yeah, you do. And MJ last time with that good dish, she averages 4 assists per ball game. Just a complete ball player for Coach Collier.
That was one of the few times there was a breakdown on the defense, though, for State Fair.
As they'll call the offensive foul on the Lady Roadrunners. Marshall will pick that one up for clearing out with her elbow. That's her first. Team second. I don't think Coach Collier was a huge fan of either the call or the execution in that instance, but we play on regardless. Crowder swings to the far wing.
That's one of the things I noticed when I am down there is Coach Collier, she is, whether you're up by 2, tied, or up by 20, she is heavily involved in the game and treats every play as if it is the most important play of the game. And I think the players see that and they feed off of it, and that's what breeds that success.
And we'll have a foul called on the Lady Roadrunners for the Green will pick that one up. Already the 4th team foul of the quarter on the Lady Roadrunners. That's Green's 3rd personal foul. She'll have a seat as Kamara McClure enters the contest once again. Crowder to inbound with Menendieros to Adam Zuska. As they swing it around back to Offataller. She'll fire the 3 in the corner. It's long. Rebounded by Jada Ship. They'll race the other way to Myra Class. Class looks. She'll skip it across. Johnson, that's stolen away. I think they'll get that foul on Madison as the ball was loose, but she tried to go through a Crowder player to get to the ball.
Too much dribbling right there, and it's a common mistake instead of just a lot more passes. And dribbling will get you tied up, if not a foul there.
I'm wondering if they're deciding rather than this being a passing situation, they're going to go to the free throw line instead. So they must have caught something.
I think it's the 5th foul of the quarter.
I think they didn't realize it, though, at first, because they were ready to pass that ball in.
Offataller will knock down the first free throw. The second one is picture perfect as well. The Lady Roadrunners lead this thing 45-26 with 5:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Madison Johnson to set the offense. To Class. To McClure. And they'll call McClure for travel. She didn't get the dribble down before she slid the pivot foot.
Just got in a little bit of a hurry there and shuffled her feet. The official that called it was on the complete other side of the court. Got a lot better eyes.
Crowder basketball with Ortiz. They kick it back out to White. To Adam Zuska. Offataller will attack the shots up, no good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Sullivan will kick it out to McClure. McClure finds Class on the opposite wing. The 3-point shot is up, no good, but she's fouled and will head to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
So Mauer goes to the free throw line, and she has 8 points in the ball game, looking for 3 more. And from the free throw line stripe, Mauer is a 62% free throw shooter on the season.
I think we're going to have a media timeout before Meyer heads to the free throw line, but the Lady Roadrunners will lead this thing 45-26 with 4:50 remaining in the 3rd period.
And during this media timeout, we turn it over to Doug.
You know, I was kind of wondering on the media timeouts, because this is something that was new. So when sometime over the holiday break, they let us know that they were going to be doing this. So I was kind of wondering, do you guys get like nachos, popcorn? I mean, is this
Well,
what is that? What does this mean for you guys?
Yeah,
You know, I mean,
up here in
Yeah.
the webcasting suite that we have up here.
the Booster Club does a phenomenal job, though. I'm just saying, you know, I think I had thought that that's exactly what it meant, right? So nothing's changed in the last 8 or 10 years.
No,
then?
no,
Okay, all
there's
right.
no DoorDash or anything up here.
Yeah. I think that's in place though, mostly because I think their Region 16 put things into place. They're trying. You're seeing more and more junior colleges try to do things like Division One, and even in the NBA, and trying to implement that. So, given that opportunity, so one day, Alan David, that's what it's going to mean for you guys.
There you go.
I'm going to make sure next game I'm down there, I'm going to send you guys some nachos or something. All right.
Okay.
We gotta make
You heard him, David.
We got to make the media timeout longer if we're going to have time to go to the concession stand and come back before the end of the media timeout.
Yeah.
But we do have it on video. Doug promised nachos. So that'd be Wednesday night when Metropolitan Community College comes to town. I expect nachos
All right.
at the opening media timeout of the women's game.
Something. I got you. Now,
Go ahead.
we were talking a little bit about you know, just drinking water and things like that, and we were talking about Denny Perkins, who would eat popcorn.
Absolutely.
During the, I was just
I
like,
think
that
about
is
that.
one thing I never ever acquired from him was that.
The first free throw is up and good. I can choke myself just up here talking. I can imagine what I would do with popcorn and nachos. And the second free throw is up and good. Straws, sodas. And it was amazing because he was keeping stats the entire time while he was doing all this too.
Multitasker.
The third free throw is up and good. The Lady Roadrunners are going to show a little pressure in the full court here. Broken by Crowder. As they swing it around. Look for options here. Menendieros will attack on the baseline. Give it up to Offitaler, but the shot is up, no good. And the Lady Roadrunners will race the other way with McClure. McClure finds Johnson. Johnson steps between two defenders, but misses a shot. Rebounded by Jada Ship. She'll kick it out to Myra Class. Class will attack. Back to Johnson. Long two is up, no good. Rebounded once again by Ship. One bounce, but she's fouled this time. The Lady Roadrunners will get the basketball out of bounds here.
Jada's really tough in the paints. Very physical ball player. Averages 7 rebounds per ball game to go along with her 11 points. And it's good to have her in there. Now we see Q Jackson come in. When you have those kind of ball players that can toggle back and forth, it's a real positive for Coach Collier.
Class inbounded.
One of those rebounds was over 3 people.
Johnson fakes his shot, but she'll kick it back out to Myra Class. Class's open three is just a little bit long. Rebounded by Turner. As Crowder sets the offense. Off a Toller, nice spin dribble move, and she'll knock in the short range jumper. Johnson will attack on the near wing. She'll find Q Jackson. Jackson wheels out the other way to McClure. To Class. They kick it on the near wing to back to Q. Q will take it up. No foul call there. I think she was looking for contact, but didn't get any. Menendieros will race the other way with it for the Lady Rough Riders. Back to Ortiz. Thought about the shot. Up, no good, and a layup for Menendieros. Class will bring it the other way. Survey, look to Q, but they kick it the other way, back to Myra. They swing it around. Sullivan's open in the corner for the three that's up and long. Rebounded by Crowder. Off of Tyler's in the backcourt all by herself. But now she receives some help from Menendieros. Back to off of Tyler. As the Lady Rough Rider will set their offensive attack here. To off of Tyler once again. Off of Tyler will attack. Have it stolen away by McClure. McClure has a one-on-one. Nice look to Class. Back, but the shot's up, no good as they found Kimura again, but she missed the shot, but she'll have opportunity to go to the fashion for the pair of free throws to the free throw line.
It was the for the State Fair Roadrunners, Briar Cox, and she's getting a kind of a indoctrination into Region 16 basketball. It's really tough in the paint. She's doing a good job and has a lot of talent from Jada and from Q to look after and get her feet wet here in Region 16.
Yeah, going against them every day in practice will only make her a better player for the rest of the season and into next year. The second free throw is up and good. The Lady Runner will show more pressure.
I like seeing the pressure going because this is the part where you don't want to fall asleep. I mean, you still got a 19-point lead, but quickly a lead, well, look, just goes down to 16.
Offelter found the open three off the pressure. As the Lady Roadrunners will bring it to Marshall. Marshall fired a bullet pass to Cox, but Cox couldn't catch it. Offelter all by herself, and the layup is up and good. And like you said, Doug, the lead is beginning to dissipate as the Lady Roadrunners still lead this thing 49-35. Johnson with a nice pass to Cox. Cox will miss the shot, and there's an offensive foul on the Lady Roadrunners as we go the other way with it. Now it'll be important for State Fair to kind of slow this thing down and make sure they're getting the looks and opportunities they want to not allow Crowder further back into this game.
They've had some good looks from the outside, haven't been that successful, although Myra hit one earlier. But in order to loosen up that inside, they're going to have to hit a few from the outside. But as you mentioned, David, just take your time, run some half-court offense.
A minute 20 remaining in the third quarter here. Offelter to Lehman to Heatherman. Offelter rescues the pass for a three-pointer. It's up, no good. Rebounded to Lehman. Nice reverse layup is up and good.
I always like to give credit where credit's due, but that was a heck of a lane.
Yeah.
I mean, he just went into the other side and put it up and put it in, but gonna have to get in front of her on that. And refs are obviously talking about something that happened. This is the part where I do miss where I'm not down there. You can actually kind of hear the conversation going on. Up here, you don't hear it so much, David.
You have to do a lot of guessing up here. It's where we need to put a headset on you, Doug, at the score table. We can go down to you, kind of like a sideline reporter, or
There you
wonder
go.
what the officials are.
We got Bo down there. He can do that for us. Great scores table down there, by the way. Day in, day out, keeping everything together. That's the other thing I really love about being down there is the camaraderie that they have.
That's a really veteran group here. You don't see many changes on that scores table from year to year either. As our officials are still discussing something, I have no idea what they could be discussing at this point.
Maybe they thought this was the media timeout.
Now they're going to get the two coaches together. Not sure what this is. 1:04 to go in the third quarter when play has stopped. State Fair with a 12-point lead.
Coach Collier will join Coach Wilson at midcourt.
I kind of wonder, maybe are they looking at, usually when they talk about things for so long, was there maybe somebody on the court that had a different number than what was in the scorebook type of thing? I don't know.
That could be, Doug. I know Josie Adams is listed as different, is playing with a different number than was on the roster. But I thought they would have caught that by now. That was the issue.
Yeah, they're going to have to take a look and see what how that goes. And the other thing is, sometimes when we're down there, the refs will actually ask, "Do we have a video review or something?"
Do they really?
And we're like, "No, we
No.
don't have that."
No.
But it's do they play it back in their head? Did the person step out of bounds before the shot went? A lot of what ifs that they're having we need to mic up the refs just like they do in the pros. And
I have an explanation for the crowd in attendance.
You know, that's about the longest discussion that I've seen for a long time. You almost wonder if there was a flagrant foul going to be called or what the issue is, but it's hard to speculate up here, so we won't.
Coach Collier's still talking to someone at the scores table as our officials meet on the other side of the floor. I feel like we need some Jeopardy theme music or something for this.
I can't say that is in there. I have respect for the refs, though, during the course of the games. I really do. They, you know, whatever it is that they're discussing must be a very thorough discussion worthy more than what's for dinner.
It must be something pretty serious to have taken this long to iron out.
Yeah, the only other thing that could have been, but I don't really see the trainers working on anybody, is if somebody got scraped and there's blood on a player or anything like that, but you don't see that happening at all on the sidelines, so.
Well, we saw the Clara Aufalter put a basket up and in. That gives her 20 points, and then they call the timeout. And it's been in a long discussion since then, and we're still waiting.
Yeah, it's interesting to actually see it taking it this long. So you think they would have a clear. Well, here I guess they're getting ready to make some kind of move as they bring both coaches to midcourt.
They must have some sort of resolution in mind.
In a way, too, you're only a minute away from the end of the quarter, so this is almost like another very extended break. This is even a longer break than it is in between quarters. But the crowd, though, is kind of quiet for this, too, which is kind of strange, too.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what.
Maybe, hopefully, they'll match something down there.
Huh.
It looks like they're going to send Skylar Lehman to the
It's a technical foul going to be called.
free throw line.
A T on State Fair for some reason.
Lehman's first free throw is up and good. I still have one more.
that's been her fourth of the game.
The second one is up and good.
I'm going to guess it had to be a number thing. That's going to be guessing on. Something didn't add up.
Meanwhile, State Fair only up by 10 here.
High post to Cox. Nice high-low feed to Marshall. But the shot is up, no good. Crowder races the other way with it. Menendieros. And they'll call the travel on Lehman as she thought about shooting and she thought about driving and she forgot to keep the pivot put in place. Rojas, Narvaez, and Ship will check back in with 46.7 remaining in the third period. Lady Roadrunners only lead by 10, 49-39 after the technical foul. Hand off to Marshall. That's stolen away. A nice pass ahead, and the layup for Jada Turner is up and good. And Crowder has this thing to an 8-point deficit with 25 seconds remaining. The Lady Roadrunners can take one last shot if they choose to here. Myra Class will spin. Nice dump off pass to Jada Ship on the low post, and Jada will go up and score. Now Crowder will have it with about 10 seconds remaining, and they will dribble it out here with Ortiz at the point. Ortiz will fire the deep three off the rim, rebounded by Ship, and we'll go to the fourth quarter with the Lady Roadrunners leading this thing 51-41.
State Fair outscored in that third quarter 21-13, and thus from an 18-point lead at the break down to 10. So big fourth quarter coming up, and we still interested to see bet you're right, Doug, on the number thing. I don't know what else it could be at this point.
Yeah, that's it took a lot of momentum, if you will, out of the game, but State Fair still has that 10-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, so hopefully you can put whatever that was behind them and build on to what we were doing in the first and second quarters and keep things going. I kind of figured Crowder would have at least one run in them. So if this is the run, we just got to stop them just like we did, and Ship had a nice layup there at the end, and hopefully we can just go right there.
Coach, one thing I've learned over the years is Coach Wilson's teams will always play hard, so her teams will not go anywhere, and the Lady Roses will have to play well in the last 10 minutes to secure this region game if they want to win this thing here.
How are things, I don't think we've talked about it too much, how are things shaping up in the region as a whole right now?
Well, you've still got three Rivers up around the top 10. I think they fell to a 9 after losing to us last week. And I think Mineral is climbing up there, up near the top, in the top 15, 17, somewhere in there. And I think those are two good basketball teams.
State Fair, if they could win this ball game, they'll be 4-2 in region play, and having defeated Three Rivers here on this floor was big. Also, they'll play Three Rivers and Mobley and Mineral back here on this home floor too, David. So hopefully the home floor will do them well as the region continues.
And the fourth quarter begins here with Menendieros at the point. High post look for Turner. The jump shot is up and no good for Offetaller, but the rebound is secured by Ortiz. She'll bring it out the top of the key. Offetaller on the far elbow. Offetaller will attack. Offetaller will dump it off to Ortiz with the shot clock running down. Still running down. The floating jump shot is off the backboard, but Doug, it didn't touch the rim, so that's a shot clock violation on the Lady Rough Riders. Will be Lady Roadrunner basketball. Nikayla Green will bring it to the front court. Green spins, gives it to Class. Class with another nice dump off pass, and Jada Ship will score again as Myra made that play with a nice change of hands dribble, and she was able to find Jada for the layup opportunity.
Yeah, she's just being fierce on the inside there and getting those opportunities, and just able to get up there and get those points. So good job by Ship, and 9 points on the game so far.
And that's the fourth foul on Turner as Ship heads to the free throw line. And the shot is up and good.
I think that's one thing about this game is that 3 players, well, now Ship has 10 points, but 3 players have had 9 points that's on the floor currently right now. So they are distributing that ball really well today.
Menendieros at the point. She tried to find Ortiz, but the pass was a little bit too tall, and it'll be a turnover back to the Lady Roadrunners. And they need to take advantage of this opportunity here. Green will race to the front court to Johnson. Johnson will dump it down to Jada Ship, and Jada Ship will turn and score. And they found something down there, gentlemen, attacking in the post. Offetaller will attack the paint. She'll get stopped. The three-pointer is up and no good for Crowder. But the offensive rebound for Offelter is up and good with the short jump shot. The Lady Roadrunners will bring it back to Jada Ship. Ship will split 2 defenders, but missed the opportunity this time. They tried to trap Offelter on the baseline, but he found a way out of it to Menendieros. Menendieros up, and she'll draw the contact. She used several ball fakes to get the Lady Roadrunners in the air and get herself to the free throw line for a pair. That foul will go on Myra, her first. The first shot is up and no good.
Love to see the stats on the free throws that they've had here today because they missed quite a few, I think, here in today's game.
Green goes all the way but misses the layup. Possession will remain with the Lady Roadrunners with 22 on the shot clock. 7:51 remaining in the fourth quarter game clock. Johnson inbounds to Class, but Class stepped out of bounds, and that's something we see by at least one player on one of the teams in about one time a game, Al.
Yeah, that's something that we should be keeping track of that, but it averaged at least once per game that we've seen anyway this season.
Crowder swinging around to Offfelter. Offfelter. This is off for a nice back cut for Crowder to get themselves to the free throw line. That was Menendieros will go to the free throw line for a pair.
Crowder really runs the half court really well. It's a well-coached ball club. Get somebody open most of the time, and if they can hit the shot, then it works really well. From the free throw line, they're about 64% from the line for the season, but they average 21 free throws per ball game.
The second free throw after making the first one spins in and out. Green will bring it to the front court for the Lady Roadrunners. Jada Ship from the high post. Jada will attack. Missed the layup, but she's fouled by Adam Zuska, and Jada will head to the free throw line for a pair.
I admire her tenacity, though. She is just like, give me the ball on the side, and I'm ready inside the paint, and I'm going to get up there. And if I don't make this basket, I'm going to the free throw line. Obviously, it must be an advantage that they were looking at earlier in this game to take advantage of it this late in the game.
First free throw is up and good. Jada is one of the better free throw shooters on this team, I believe.
State Fair definitely has the advantage in the post if they can get it in there.
Two free throws up and good for Jada. Menendieros will bring it in the front court for the Lady Rough Riders. They're swinging around to back to Menendieros. And another travel call on the far wing on Josie Adams.
They've been called for that several times on that side today.
Green will bring it in the front court, hand it off to Class. There's a Lady Runner setting up a little dribble weave action. Nice look in there for Jada, but the pass was a little bit short, and the Lady Rough Riders will attack with Menendieros, but Jada Ship will step in front and bring it herself. Find Tenila Marshall head. Marshall will lay it up and good. We have a timeout on the floor with the Lady Roadrunners leading 60-45 with 6:37 remaining in the fourth quarter.
If the Lady Roadrunners could get into the transition game, that's where they're really tough. And as athletic and quick as they are, they would certainly have the advantage, as was seen right there. 60-45, State Fair with that 15-point lead. Led it by 18 at the halftime, and a little bit of scare in that third quarter, but seems like State Fair's kind of righted the ship at this point.
And built back up to a 15-point lead, so you have to be happy with that. And at the same time, though, Crowder was able to come back in a 3 or 4 minute time, and there's 6.5 minutes left, so you got to keep that intensity up. Speaking of intensity, I believe the men's team are down at, is it West Plains today?
Down at West Plains, taking on the Grizzlies, and
should be a 7 o'clock tip, I believe.
Yeah, they got. That was one drive that there's only one way to get there, and it's a long way. but they always have a nice facility down there, and the
They do.
games are always pretty competitive. So I don't know much about the West Plains team this year, but State Fair, I think, is going to give them a good run today. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'd be pretty evenly matched ball game with those two ball clubs. And you know, when you look at the men's side of it, State Fair men and Three Rivers, very competitive, very close, and I think you can throw West Plains in that group as well.
One of the things I really love about Region 16 is just they're always good, competitive, and a lot of fun.
And Indiero springs in the front court to Ortiz. They swing it around to back to Offelter. Offelter attacks and scores.
24 points for her, David. She's having a game.
She can score it from anywhere.
Might be the first time they've gone to her in the fourth quarter, too. So
We have a kick ball. It should go back to the Lady Roadrunners with 21 on the shot clock. MJ to inbound. Myra Klatz's floating shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Offelter. Offelter will bring it on the elbow. They swing it around to Adams. Adams attacks the baseline. She's fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line for two more. Jada picks up that foul, her third. Adams' first free throw is up and good. Adams is 71% free throw shooter on the season. The second shot is up and no good. Rebound battle for it, but she gets it back. And she'll miss the second opportunity. Touchdown pass from Myra Klass. Ahead. They swing it to Madison Johnson. To Marshall. Bullet pass to Green. Green attacks. Green goes up against Adams. She misses, but she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. There were some bullet passes being fired all over on that possession.
Normally a skip pass like that gets intercepted, but luckily for State Fair it wasn't. Back to the free throw line we go again.
First one was up and good. That's the third on Adams. The second free throw was up and no good. Marshall will save that inbounds back to Adams.
we not give up on it, but just didn't work out on that one.
Entry pass to Leach. Leach is going to go one-on-one against Ship. She'll go up, but Jada will block that. Meyer has a 2-on-2. Meyer will kick it out. That pass is stolen away. And there'll be a foul called on the Lady Roadrunners, I believe. Then Kaylee Green will pick that up, her fourth. So she'll have a quick seat. And Kamara McClure will come in to replace her to run the point for the Lady Roadrunners with 5:15 remaining in the fourth quarter.
I think that's the seventh foul overall this quarter between the two teams. They're pretty physical, if you will.
As they look for the post-entry pass, but Madison did a nice job taking that away. Marshall takes the contact, but scores the layup up and good. She'll have a chance to go to the line for to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
Kind of like Marshall in the way that she is a player on the court, both offensively and defensively, and a complete player too. Averages 7 points and 7 rebounds per ball game. Very, very tough physically.
We have another timeout on the floor. Lady Roadrunners lead this game 63-48 with 4:56 remaining in the fourth period.
So as we continue on here, as we don't see on the screen the Spirit squad, but they do a great job. And play continues on, 4:56 to go and 15-point lead. And like you mentioned, Doug, is never too big a lead here in Region 16.
No, again though, but I like the pace that we are at and bouncing back, and it was a 10-point lead at the beginning of this quarter, so they've been able to advance it a little bit, but still got to get over that. So I think that they're going to keep this going though the way it's going. I think really the key is really going to be controlling Aufalter, and so far, I think she's only had 2 points here in this quarter, so I think they're doing a good job of containing her. But others are going to the free throw line, and they're missing their opportunities. So State Fair's taking advantage of ours.
Yeah, we see that a lot. The key in free throws about each and every ball game. State Fair averages going to the line 22 times per ball game, hits 14 of those. That's roughly 68% from the free throw line. And I don't know, where do you shoot for, David? At least 70 or so
I think it'd like
as a
to be
team?
up to 70 or above as a team.
So they're getting close. It seems like every close game they're always critical.
Marshall will head to the free throw line to try to finish the old-fashioned 3-point play. And the free throw is up and no good. And Crowder will possess the ball on the inbounds. Medeiros will bring it in the front court for the Lady Rough Riders. They swinging around to Ortiz. To Adam Zuska. Another nice back cut to Affelter, but that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Marshall. Johnson will sprint the other way with it. They'll try to force it to Jada Ship, and Ship will miss the opportunity. And Crowder will bring it the other way. As they set their offense up with Menendieros. To the top of the key. To Adam Zuska. To Affelter. She'll spin at the free throw line. Heathman 3-point shot is up and long. And the ball will go back to Lady Roadrunners. 4:01 remaining. SFCC leads 63-48. McClure will bring this thing in the front court to Johnson. To Class. McClure will fire the deep three. It's up. No good. Rebound goes outlet pass to Menendieros. Crowder will reset thanks to Affelter. Back to Menendieros. She surveys against Johnson. Entry pass to Adam Zuska. Nice cut there by Menendieros. She kicks it back out to Affelter for the three that's up, no good. Rebounded by Ship. As the Lady Roadrunners will bring this thing into the front court with Myra Class. Myra will chew a little clock here. And get it back to Marshall, to Johnson. To McClure. Johnson will tee up the open three. It's up, no good. Rebounded by Crowder.
I think State Fair is now realizing that the clock is now more in their favor and taking their time, looking for the open shot, just not getting it in.
Coach Collier would like a timeout. I don't think she was real fond of that possession. She'll gather her team up 63-50.
I think Coach Collier there was sensing maybe a momentum change in the ball game and trying to stop that with 2:51 to go. Nice run out and lay in there by the Lady Rough Riders. So still got to protect your 13-point lead with just under 3 minutes to go in the ball game. And as we continue on here from the Davis Center, it's more action at the Davis Center coming up next Wednesday. State Fair men and women will host Penn Valley. Metropolitan Community College, is that what they call it, David?
I think that's what they're going to now.
Old school says Penn Valley.
Yeah. That's been a hard habit for me to break because for a long time, even when I got here, it was Penn Valley, but they changed it in the last few years to be more encompassing of all the Kansas City area community colleges and bring them under one banner, I guess, is what you would say.
I seem to remember at one time there was like 3 or 4 little junior colleges that were there, and it seems like they just continue to grow as well, though. So not too far away, but it should be a good one to have back here at the Davis Center.
So if you're a Roadrunner fan, next Wednesday is the Penn Valley Scouts.
Metropolitan Community College Wolves, I think now.
Wolves.
See?
Scouts, Wolves. Anyway, and then next Saturday, a week from tonight, it's Minnow area in a big Region 16 matchup.
That one should be pretty good, I think. So
McClure attacks and scores to get the Lady Roadrunners back on the scoreboard with 2:30 remaining. Menendiero spins in the paint. She'll go up with the layup and score. Kamora will take her time and walk this thing into the front court. The clock is a friend of the Lady Roadrunners. Class will attack. Johnson to the paint. They kick it back out to McClure. McClure will attack. The nice athletic layup is up and good.
I think they were looking for a foul on that one too, but very nice shot.
The three in the corner is up and no good. Offensive rebound is up and the foul was drawn by Menendieros, and she'll head to the free throw line for a pair. Madison Johnson will get called for that foul, her second. Team's fifth, so the Crowder Club is in the bonus free throws. As Menendieros will get the nice hop and knock in the first free throw. She'll have one more.
You know, I've noticed this basket over here has had more shots that have hit the rim and rolled and got that friendly roll, if you will.
They'll bring it up the sideline to McClure at the top of the key. McClure will attack. The floating jumper is up, no good, but she's fouled and she'll head to the free throw line for a pair. Adam Shefsky will pick that up, her third. The first free throw for Kamora is up and good. She'll have one more.
Continue to look at the benches of each ball club and marvel at the job that Coach Collier has done. She's got a full bench and a deep bench.
The offensive rebounds claim put back up and in by State Fair. That's McClure. She has 11. Menendieros will go off a high screen to Offetaller. That's stolen away by McClure.
What a nice steal.
McClure's got a 2-on-1. Nice pass to Johnson Nash, who smartly pulls it out. The wide open three for Class is splashed home. That's a big shot with under a minute remaining.
Big confidence booster for her, too. She's a great shooter. Just get on a roll.
And that pass is batted away by Thomas Johnson Nash. She'll go the distance and miss the layup, but Myra Class is right there to pick up the offensive rebound and score it.
It's a never give up attitude, and she has that for sure.
The Lady Rough Riders will work it down here to Menendieros. Menendieros has tapped away, 16 on the shot clock. They reset it. On the post to Adam Zuska. She'll go, off a taller. She'll go up and try to score, but she missed, but she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line. The three for Madison, the third foul for Madison Johnson.
We just couldn't go the rest of the game without a foul, right, guys?
There you go. Just run the clock out.
The first free throw spins out for Offetaller.
She leads all scores with 26 points here. It's a great ball game. Coming in, averages 17 per game, so she's had a good one here tonight.
Second free throw is up and good. And Crowder's still pressing. McClure was out of control. She'll draw the offensive foul. She was trying to slide between defenders, but one of the Crowder defenders was able to slide over from the help side and draw the charge.
That's your basic not watching the clock there too much.
Crowder will bring this out to the high screen with 4 seconds. Menendieros. The shot is up and spins off. Johnson Nash will grab that, and the Lady Roadrunners will pick up a 75-55 Region 16 victory.
Very nice, well put together game from beginning to end for State Fair. Just that one, probably about 3 or 4 minute period of time where they had a little run on them, and State Fair just dominated throughout this whole entire game, guys.
Very good. Our class had 14 tonight, and we know that Kamora McClure had 11 in the ball game. So balanced scoring and good win. State Fair now goes to 17-3 and 4-2 in region play.
How awesome is that?
That's great.
This is a good way to rebound from the loss that they had here the other day, but continue those winning ways and hopefully continue to roll in here through the end of the month.
And they say it's been a while since the State Fair women's team has had 17 wins at this point in the year.
Good effort by the Crowder Lady Rough Riders. Tina Wilson, as you mentioned, always has a well-coached team, and she did here tonight. And they dropped another one, but they played well here tonight.
Yeah, that was, like I said, Affolter definitely is the pride of that team right now, and she certainly had a terrific game overall. So from that standpoint, it was nice to see her have that good game. But still nice to see State Fair end up winning this one overall. And like I said, it was very well distributed. And I think there probably was like 3 or 4 players that were at 9 points on State Fair. I don't have the official stats in front of me, but just very well spread out game for State Fair. Nice team effort.
It's a good win. Thanks, Doug, for you have to do this again.
Yeah. Well, it was
if you
good.
want to.
It was good. Like I said, I've always said to you, Al, I loved working with you back in the day, and I always said we need to make this happen again sometime.
There you go.
You guys, I got to say, for this standpoint, David and Al, you guys do a terrific job promoting State Fair sports and getting out there. And like I said to you, David, before, I don't know how you keep up with all the sports that they have here, because it isn't. Every time I talk to Darren, there's a possibility of things growing too in the future. So it's just like every time you think we've added enough sports, it's just like, well, we could have this, So, but nonetheless, great job to you guys overall. It was nice to be up here again today and just have some fun, just kind of hanging out with you guys and seeing a State Fair victory here today. So thanks for allowing me to be here, but it was nice to be back for the longtime State Fair fans. Hello, I'm still around. And for the new ones, what a great time to get on board.
Yeah, there you go. So. David, nice job. Any final comments before we check out?
A nice bounce back win. Now you got to get ready for Metropolitan Community College on Wednesday. That's always an interesting game.
When you go from region to non-region back to region, that's sometimes a trap game, so you never know.
You got to keep that intensity because you can't get caught looking ahead to Saturday before you take care of the business on Wednesday.
All right, great job. And cameraman over here is Drake. Always a great job. Thank you, sir. And for Doug and for David, I'm Al. Thanks for joining us. State Fair wins it here tonight to go to 17-3 and 4-2 in region play. Hope you enjoyed it.